10 facts that you might not know about Che Guevara. There are many things that make Che Guevara an interesting and remarkable part of both Cuban culture and world history. He is undeniably one of the most controversial figures of the 20th century. It is to be expected that such controversial and complicated person would leave behind a trail of interesting tidbits. Are you curious to learn the details about the revolutionary's life that are often left off the page of storybooks? Discover 10 surprising facts about the Che Guevara. He was not Cuban by birth. While Che Guevara is most closely associated with the Cuban Revolution, he is not actually a Cuban native. Guevara was born to an aristocratic family in Argentina. It was not until he set out on motorcycle journey through Latin America that he became into Cuba's politics. He studied medicine. Che Guevara may have gone on to be a great physician if he had not taken an interest in Latin American politics. He studied medicine at the University of Buenos Aires before leaving school to travel motorcycle. His face is on money. Guevara remains a national hero in Cuba, where his image is on the 3 peso banknote. He was a banker. It can be hard for many people to think of the Che Guevara sitting down at a desk to crunch numbers. The fact is that Guevara technically worked in the financial world after he was given the role of finance minister and appointed as the head of the National Bank of Cuba. His image on stamp. Che Guevara's image is viewed as everything from an inspirational icon of revolution to a retro and vintage logo. His photos are on the stamps of Russia, Argentina, and Cuba. He tried to bring the revolution to more countries. Guevara was not content to merely finish a revolution in Cuba. He was determined to spread his ideals around the world. He tried to use the same tactics that won him victory in Cuba in both Bolivia and the Congo. However, cultural difference and a lack of interest made both attempts unsuccessful in the long run. Guevara opposed a free press. In 1959, leftist journalist Jose Prado Lara reported that Guevara told him, "We must eliminate all newspapers. We cannot make revolution with free press. Newspapers are instrument of the oligarchy." A messiah complex. Guevara wrote of a night where, taking a fellow communist by lamppost, a vision came to him offering clarity. "I now knew that when the great guiding spirit cleaves humanity into two antagonistic halves, I will be with the people. I feel my nostrils dilate, savoring the acrid smell of gunpowder and blood. The enemy's death, I still my body ready to battle and prepare myself to be a scared space within which the bestial howl of the triumphant proletariat can resound. The United States wanted him alive. Che Guevara was constantly on the radar of the United States and the CIA. However, the American government would have preferred to interrogate him rather than kill him. Declassified records show that United States President Lyndon B. Johnson believed that Bolivia's decision to execute him was stupid. His hands were amputated after his death. Bolivian officials needed to prove to public that they had truly killed Guevara following his execution. Bolivian military doctor amputated his hand and preserved them in formaldehyde before sending them to Buenos Aires for fingerprint identification. His remains were a source of mystery of decades. A retired Bolivian general finally revealed that location of Guevara's remains in 1995. Several countries worked together for 2 years to use the information provided by the general to find the revolutionaries' remains in a mass grave. A team of Cuban geologists and Argentine forensic anthropologists were able to successfully identify Guevara's remains using a plaster mold of his teeth that had been made during his time in Cuba. Guevara remains were finally laid to rest with military honors inside a museum in Santa Clara, Cuba. Please subscribe my channel, Knowledge Ocean.